Okay guys, so here is the air brake test that you're gonna need to do when you take your CDL test. Okay, so I'm sitting here getting loaded right now. My truck has already been running for a while, so my air pressure is already built up. First thing you're gonna do when you get in the truck is turn the truck on. And this is just the air brake portion of the test. But the first thing you're gonna do is turn the truck on, and you're gonna let the air pressure build up to 120 PSI. When I did my test, while me and the instructor were waiting to let the air pressure build up, that's when we actually did the in-cab inspection portion of the test. But as far as the air brake test, you'll let the air pressure build up to 120 PSI. After that, you're gonna turn the truck off, you're gonna turn the key off, and you're gonna turn it back in the on position that it's in right now. Don't start the truck, just turn the key back in the on position. Then you are going to depress both of your brakes, both of your brake valves. Now, I'm sitting here getting loaded right now, so I can't depress my brake valves, but for sake of this video, that's what you're gonna do at this portion of the test. The instructor should have already chopped the wheels in the back for you. So you depress both of your brake pedals, and then you don't do anything. You just let the truck sit, and you let the instructor know, I'm gonna let the truck sit for 60 seconds with both valves depressed. And what I'm testing for right now is to make sure that the air system holds air like it should. Okay, that's all you're tested for. So you're not gonna touch anything, and the truck shouldn't lose any more than 3 PSI while you're letting it sit for that 60 seconds, okay? Then what you're gonna do is you're going to depress the brake, and you're gonna hold the brake down for 60 seconds. And what you're checking for now is to make sure that the air system holds air like it should when you depress the brake. At first, you were testing to see if the air system would hold pressure like it should when you're not applying the brake. Now you're testing to make sure that it's gonna hold pressure like it should when you're depressing the brake. So now you're gonna depress the brake, you're gonna hold it down for 60 seconds, and you shouldn't lose any more than 4 PSI during this 60 seconds. And then the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna start pumping the brakes. You're gonna start fanning the brakes. And you're gonna fan the brakes, and you're gonna let the instructor know when my air pressure gets down to around 55 to 60 PSI, my warning lights should come on, letting me know that I've got low air pressure. And what you're testing for now is to make sure that if you're driving along the road and the truck loses air pressure, that the warning system will go off. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna continue to fan the air brake, and you're gonna, or the brake pedal, and you're gonna let the instructor know when your air pressure gets down to between 20 and 45 PSI, then your brake valves should pop out. And what you're actually testing for now is to make sure that if your truck loses too much pressure, that the truck can still stop, okay? So after you do all of those different tests and test for all of those different things, you're not gonna have any air on the truck at this point. So now you're gonna start the truck up, okay? You're gonna let your air pressure build back up to 120 PSI, and then now you're going to test the tractor brakes. So you're gonna depress the trailer brakes, and then you're gonna attempt to pull forward. You're gonna let the instructor know I'm testing the tractor brakes now. And after the truck doesn't move, which it shouldn't, then you're gonna pull your red brake back out, your trailer brake, and now you're gonna test your trailer brakes. So you're gonna push your tractor brake in, and then you're gonna attempt to pull again. Now you're attempting to pull the trailer. You're gonna let the instructor know I'm testing to make sure my trailer brakes hold properly now, and they seem to. You're gonna let them know that both of those air systems seem to check out. Now you need to depress your yellow brake and your red brake. Both need to be depressed because now you're going to put the truck in first gear, and you're going to pull forward at about 5 miles an hour, and then you're going to mash on the brakes. You don't have to slam on the brakes, but you want to mash on the brakes. And what you're testing for now is to make sure that the truck doesn't pull to the left or to the right when you stop, and that's what you're going to let the instructor know. And after you do all of those, then you're going to put the truck in neutral, and you're going to pop the brakes, and you're going to let the instructor know I'm done with this portion of the test. And make sure you don't say that until you do everything. If you say I'm done with this portion of the test before you pop the brakes, then technically you didn't complete the test, and you will lose points for it. You may be an automatic fail, I'm not sure of that, but you want to make sure you do all of the different steps and go all the way to the end, pop the brakes, let the instructor know I'm done with this portion of the test. That is the air brake test, and you are going to need to be able to demonstrate that you have the ability to test all of those different air systems that we just now went through in order to pass your CDL test.